Oh, do we have something in store for you here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandy on the, yes, highly awaited 2025 flagship of luxury SUV INFINITI QX80 in that complete new redesign. And I'm going to show you guys what this car is all about here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. But before we even start and dive in, guys, stick with us. It's going to be a slightly longer video. Why? Because there's so many cool bells and whistles and features on this SUV. We're going to show you guys the exterior, the interior, and talk about the specs on this exact car. But we'd like also to thank INFINITI here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us this beautiful QX80 for this walk around review. And also keep watching, stay tuned, because we are dropping that MSRP sticker and we're going to be talking price tag of this top trim autograph total flagship. Honestly, guys, this is phenomenal. I'm literally studying this car. This thing is insane. Let's go ahead now and dive in and stop wasting your time. Before we get into the specs, I'd like to talk about the QX80 just a bit, okay? So you have 4 trims, this being the pinnacle of all 4 trims. If your pockets are deep enough, this is the one you want, fully loaded with the bells and whistles and all the options you can have here at INFINITI. But the lowest trim will be the Pure, the second one is the Luxe, the third one is the Sensory, and this being the 4th, the Autograph. The Pure and the Luxe come 2-wheel drive optioned or 4-wheel drive option. Then you come in over to the Sensory, where you get a 4-wheel drive standard, along with the Autograph will be 4-wheel drive standard as well. All 4 trims will come with the 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo engine paired together with a 9-speed automatic transmission, pushing out, yes, a 450 horsepower engine with 516 pounds-feet of torque. And yes, that is pep to your step on this full-size QX80, everyone. Now, some MPG for the ones who would like to know. Starting with the city, it will be 16 in the city, 19 in the highway, and 17 combined with a 23.6 gallon gas tank size. Now, if we come over to the side of the car, 211 inches in length, 83 inches in width, and 78 inches in height with a 121.1 inch wheelbase. And on the Autograph, because of the adaptive electronic air ride suspension system, you do get a whopping 10 inches of ground clearance, and any trim prior to this one will have a 9.2 inch ground clearance because they don't have the air suspension. And this exact Autograph can drop 2.8 inches on that air ride suspension to make the entry level a whole lot more convenient for their drivers. Now, also for the towing capacity, because I know people like to know this, 8,500 pounds of towing capacity, everyone. So yes, you can tow quite a bit with the Autograph QX80, okay? Now, exterior, starting with the front end, you get 7 exterior paint colors. You have 5 different options for the interior and 3 different inlays for that interior. And you also get 3 different options for those rims, okay? But everything you're going to see Autograph today in this video will come standard on the Autograph. You might see different wheel options. You might see different inlays or different colors for the interior semi-aniline leather. That is because it's not an Autograph, okay? So check this beauty out. This is the darling of INFINITI with the LED lighting system. And up here we have the daytime running lights with the integrated parking marker, kind of simplifying that front end so there's not too many lights going around. That parking marker is integrated into that daytime running light area. Dropping down, check this out, the new headlight system here in the LED system, in active air vents here on the right and the left of that front bumper fascia for that air to pass over to that wheel area for that cooling system on that brake caliper or the brake rotor itself. Now, another thing to mention, because there's so much to mention here, is that the Autograph will have kind of a midnight look. And what do I mean by that? Everything will be blacked out with regards to trims or the color schemes on the front end. So this trim here up top is a black chrome. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video really well. And dropping down, we have the high gloss black front grille system with the 360 panoramic view. And I'm going to show you guys something super cool with regards to the camera onto the interior side. Just stick with us just a little bit more here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Bumper sensors going across with your high-tech, yes, lane departure assist. You got your traffic warning assist. You have the traffic signs assist and so much more here. And finishing off that lower end there, what do we have there as well as a kind of gunmetal gray look, okay? So we don't have that color here. It drops down and it kind of has a gunmetal gray, a little bit of gold in it, or bronze, I would say, as well. Coming over to the passenger side of the car, lovely, lovely with the black chrome, the trim on the back of that fender. Dropping down, these are the standard 22 alloy rims that you're going to get on the Autograph. Now remember, different trims, different rims. You have 3 total options on the rims, and the tire that it's coming with is a Bridgestone Alenza Sport All Season, and the exact size is a 275/50 22-inch, okay? Air ride suspension, electronic controlled from a button inside. I'm going to show you guys that a little bit later as well. This suspension actually, while you're driving, okay, if you're in a slower mode, it actually increases the height. If you're in a faster mode, 55 plus, it actually drops it, making it a whole lot more safer for that drive and a whole lot more ground kissing of an SUV, okay? Coming over to the side mirror, fully loaded side mirror with the integrated blinker lighting, that camera integrated, black gloss. Does come automatic foldable with the blind spot assist as well. And get a load of that top, okay? And what do I want to show you guys with the top? It's kind of like a floating ceiling is what I like to call it. Why? Because it's all completely black. This is Autograph exclusive, okay? Different trims will not have the full black top starting from the windows up. You get the black roof rails to kind of go with it and the panoramic glass up top. Dropping down. Now, I put the key fob in my pocket to lock this car. We got the mirrors folding, and these are actually going to tuck in. Maybe it's sensing the key fob, but these actually go flush with the body, giving it a more minimalistic look to the car. Solid running board that does not tuck in or anything if we open or close the door. Shooting over to the rear end, we have Autograph here on the trim as well. Another thing I'd like to mention, since we're here in the back and you see the kind of blacked out glass, is it does have the UV-IR glass system. And what do I mean by that? It does protect the passengers from UV rays, ultraviolet and infrared rays, okay, for the people who are really fanatics of keeping their skin very healthy and intact, or people who just kind of like to stay away on a hot summer day in a cool cabin car, okay? Coming over to the rear end, full LED, check this out, super cool, kind of reminds me of a piano, right? Very nice. Up top, we have 2 fins up there, check that out, super cool. Integrated brake light into the spoiler system. The wiper for that back privacy glass is tucked under that spoiler. Back glass with that UV IR protection. The live rear view mirror, okay, is going to be right here. You can't see it in the video, but I'm going to show you guys on the interior side. And what's the sticker here? We actually have the keyless fob tailgate lift option. And what do you mean by that, James? Is that here on the left-hand side of the rear end, if you actually go ahead and kick, you get the open tailgate option, all right? Now that's if your hands are full, or if you have the kiddos in your hands or whatever, whatnot, you can actually have that option as well. And check that out. The lights light up and they go away, all right? Dropping down, we have more bumper sensors going across. We have the 8,500 pound towing capacity cover here, and you would take that off with 2 little clips right here under the car. And as we're down here as well, you actually have a spare tire as well. So shout out to Infiniti for keeping that spare tire. And right over that license plate, just a little bit over, we have that rear camera as well, all right? So you get 2 cameras here in the back, the rear view and the camera system for the parking and things of that sort. Infiniti going across in that chrome black as well, and another button here to open that tailgate, which leads us into the cargo area. Now, we left the 3rd row seats up. Now, because of the Autograph, this is standard 7 passenger seating SUV. Why? Because the 2nd row comes captain chairs only in the Autograph. But if you have other trims, you have the options of adding a bench seat in the Pure, Luxe, and Sensory, okay? So 22 cubic feet of space with that 3rd row seat up, 101 cubic feet of space with the 3rd and the 2nd row dropped. That is a lot of space. We could actually drop the rear end and lift it from this control unit here for that air suspension. And you could actually drop the seating systems All right, and one thing that's awesome about this as well, hopefully you guys kind of get the idea that I'm really stoked about this QX80 is because it's so convenient on the autograph. And I know a lot of people looking for these QX80s, they just kind of want to just dive in and get the top line trim, but you got more space here, and get a load of how easy that was to drop those seats from the control units here. Skis, snowboards, camping gear, you can actually also use this for the fam, because I know some people like me would be too selfish to actually use this for the family. I would just feel like I have a lot of room and I'm just gonna keep it for me and my significant other, okay? So let's go ahead and prop those back up. Prop those back up, and look how nice and easy it is to control. Very convenient. On the left-hand side, we have an inverter there if you want to bring an air fryer or you want to bring a hair straightener. I have no idea why you would like to do that, but again, everybody, it's down to preference what you want to do. Bring the air fryer. That's what I would do. Cook some zucchini, okay? Now, I'm going to tuck that in, close this tailgate, finish off with the exterior, these specs, and the cargo. We're going to show you guys my favorite part of this QX80 is the interior. So now let's start talking about the QX80 new design on the interior. And I just have to say, guys, again, flagship of luxury here at Infiniti. Loving this color, beautiful with the perforated semi-aniline leather. These seats come heated, cooled, massaged. The two-tone seating with the different color stitching, and you get up to 24 different speakers in this premium Klipsch interior sound system. And I have to say, probably, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, probably the best sound system I've ever heard in a car right here in this QX80 here at Vagabond Builds. Why do I say that? Because literally we've been playing some music, and hopefully we can play some music for you guys. It literally sounds like you're in a movie theater, honestly, inside a car, just phenomenal. But get a load of these screens, 14.3 inches, 14.3 inches, the high gloss black trim inlays, digital screen there for your temperature controls, phenomenal look all around, everybody. Now, let's get deeper into this stuff, okay? Starting with the door panel. We got the semi-aniline leather in this kind of auburn burgundy look, perforated there as well. Very nice soft armrest. Control units for your windows and your side mirrors. You can actually fold them as well. Then this inlay here, as you see, I mentioned that you guys have 3 different options on the inlay, okay? But this inlay is autograph exclusive, kind of has the ambient lighting going through it look. All right, but it's not ambient lighting, it just looks like it kind of shines the lines there on top with the ambient lighting going across there, okay? Memory seating seats, the Klipsch audio system there integrated for that tweeter. Now that we're here in this area, I'd like to explain some buttons going on here on the left-hand side of the steering column. We got the lane departure assist button, auto off engine button, info button, and the tailgate lift button with the auto hold button and a brake button there as well. Now coming up top, we have the A-pillar dressed in the suede that comes up over to the top liner of this QX80, dressed in suede from the A-pillar, B-pillar and C-pillar, the pillars back there. Just phenomenal look all around, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into the steering wheel area, okay? Dress steering with the beautiful same color stitching, two-tone airbag cover. Ways to control that 14.3 inch cluster screen right in front of you is going to be right here on the right. I'm going to show you guys how to go through your info cards with this little wheel there. Over to the right, you can actually go through multiple info cards, go home and so forth. Got your MPG. And then we're going to leave it on the navigation because I kind of like the idea of that, as well as you can also control that screen from this control here. And if we go ahead and press that, it's going to turn yellow, gives us the toolbar there on the right of that other 14.3 inch screen, and we could actually go through that toolbar if you see that, go home if we want, and so forth. We're going to keep it on the cluster. On the left hand side, we have the ProPilot Assist system with the distance tech system here, as you can see there as well. If I go ahead and click it, we got few things going on, okay? I'm just still learning this car, so don't scream at me in my comment section below. But right behind the steering wheel, we have those paddle shifters for the 9-speed automatic transmission. We have a headlight system there. That's the knob for the lighting system. And on the right, we have the windshield wiper system. In front, far front on that dashboard, we have a heads-up display. Remember I told you guys full bells and whistles. Rear view mirror, it is in manual mode now. And you got the live feed as I showed you guys in that glass, okay? We also have a cabin camera. You might ask how we have that. Let's go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Coming over to this, to your light dash cam. Check that out. And we're gonna go ahead and go to inside camera and look at us. Gosh, you guys, I don't think you guys ever seen the guy behind the camera. That's Sandu there, okay? Click out of this. All right, we could actually take a photo, record an event, so you guys don't actually have to add on another camera for that, because a lot of people will add and buy some off-market cameras. And go to maps. This is what the full map system looks like. This is what your media system looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about this, okay? Now, this is the, I would say, world's first 170-degree front-angled camera system. What do I mean by that? You can actually stretch this camera system. Now, you get your multiple views there, okay? A lot of views, like your 3D and so forth, right? See that? Bird's eye view. We're gonna go back. Oh, go back to camera. And then we're gonna click on camera again. Gives us different views and our side views, right and left. Click on camera again and see this little two-way arrow there? We're gonna go ahead and press that. Now, check that out. It actually stretches over the 14.3-inch screens, both of them giving you a whopping like 28.6 inches of screen. And why does it do that, you might ask? So let's say you're coming up to a stop sign, right? And we've all done that, where we come up to a stop sign and on the right or the left, there's actually gates or maybe fences further past the stop sign. Well, that front end, if it just creeps forward and you actually use this option, you can actually see a biker or maybe a skateboarder or more oncoming traffic from the right or the left, because it actually stretches to 170 degrees, half a circle there in the front. Beautiful worldwide view camera. Phenomenal, love that, okay? Just wanted to mention that because that is very exclusive to the INFINITI QX80 autograph. Click out of that as well, okay? And it goes back. And here is the invisible hood option as well. I'd like to mention that as well. So if you're going through a car wash, this is actually giving you an invisible hood idea, and you can actually see your curbs on the right and the left going through a car wash, or helps park your car itself so you're not scraping up those beautiful 22-inch alloy rims. Just a lot to talk about, everybody. The button right next to it is the auto button for that electronic controlled air ride suspension. You have your simple and easy to use, loving that they got rid of the shift lever, parking, reverse, neutral, and drive modes. We have the media button there for hard media. It actually, as we're staying in standard, the car is actually moving. Go back into park. Now, to controls, we have the heated and ventilated seats, ways to control that temperature. And another thing I have to mention to you guys, there's just so much, is this BioCool system there, okay? What do I mean by that? It has this thing called the biometric temperature control system, and the car actually can read the passenger's temperature. So if you're coming into the car hot, for example, on a summer day like today, it actually reads it and it automatically starts your air ventilation system and your fan speed according to your passenger's body system for that biometric system. Calling it the BioCool there on the screen. Just wanted to throw you guys that as well. Just a lot. So you got the semi-aniline, super full size, huge center console with your cup holders. Okay. You got your brand new QX80 Q fob. Opening that up, wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C plugins, and a cool box. You can actually hear it. Turns on and it starts to cool the box if you got chocolate or drinks or whatnot. Okay, turn that off. Up top, tilt slide, panoramic roof option. There you go. Let's close that back up, and you can control that electric visor as well, all the way over to the second row seating area, okay? Now, finishing with the front end, I want to finish off with this. Now, this has an audio assist system for the driver. What do I mean by that? It actually isolates the driver in kind of an imaginary dome. When the driver is getting a phone call and people are still jamming in the back to music, or they're whatnot throwing a concert back there, it actually isolates the driver to where they can actually hear their phone call and speak to their phone call without any external influences or voices coming into the phone call, which is a super cool feature to have, because you know a lot of people like to get in your business, and you can actually use that for them. You don't even have to tell them to shut up anymore, okay? So guys, a lot of features. Shoot over to the second row seating so we stop wasting your time. Now the second row seating, guys. Continuing forward with the autograph second row seating. Now autograph comes exclusively captain seats in the back, making it a 7-passenger, as I mentioned, so you don't have the option in the autograph to get the bench seat, okay? So pure luxe and sensory trims will get the options for bench seats. In the middle of these bench seats, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the second row seating. To put into perspective for you guys, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, and look how much room I have with my legs and my head clearance completely there. But you get the cup holders, nice, big and wide cup holders. Shout out to Infiniti for doing that. Also a digital screen. So you're getting full tech back here, and to control your climate, ventilated heated seats, seat adjustment, swing that over, seat massage, and to control settings as well. We're gonna go back and show you guys what it kind of looks like. Very nice and convenient where your arm is actually resting. You can control all of that. Okay, turn that off. Now, some more USB-C plugins with center console area. Literally feels like you're sitting in the front seat, okay? So this is something kind of like an executive will actually, or just some high roller baller, high boss, don't talk to me kind of guy will drive in this car. Honestly, it just makes me feel a whole lot richer when I'm not. Cries. But in front of us, we got pockets on the back of those front seats. In between, we have the manual hard buttons for the temperature controls, heated ventilated seats as well. USB-C, so you get 2 extra USB-Cs and a 12-volt outlet, okay? Ways to control this seat, everybody. We got a bunny hop button, and we're gonna have to press and hold. And it actually jumps forward, so those third row passengers do come into the third row. Actually gives you quite a bit of room there for those. And then we're gonna press it and go back. And it's electric controlled, right? And then also on the side here, we have more controls, just like the front, control the front, going back, forward, and so forth. You guys get the point. Now, seating system does come the same look from the front over to the back, okay? You get the autograph engraves here as well as in the front, but second row seats, super cool too. Now, that we're going to head over to the third row seats. I have to mention to you guys that the third row seats get heated seats as well as the same exact wrap look. A lot of manufacturers will simplify that third row, everybody. So you're getting literally all the knickknacks. I'm talking literally your third row seat as well gets that same look from the front over to the back. All right, let's go ahead and shoot over now. I'm gonna have to squeeze, don't ever do this, but again, let's go ahead and do that. Now, seat, check this out. I left the seat in its position, okay? Now, for that position, my leg clearance is slightly touching, but my head is slightly touching the top, okay? 6 feet 2 inches, so you're probably gonna be putting your smaller people back here, but feeling less claustrophobic. Why? Because of this big glass, okay? Also, third row seats, what do you see here on the quarter panel areas? You'll see smaller glass back here, but here on the QX80, bigger glass, giving you less claustrophobia. On the left-hand side as well, you can actually manage this seat, okay? You could also turn on your seat warmers, have a cup holder, and a USB-C plug-in on the right and on the left with cup holders, phenomenal size cup holders. Literally everything that you love from the front of this car all the way over to your third row passengers, so no one's feeling left out. Here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu, drop in the comment section below if you guys want to throw in your input, your perspectives. We like to dialogue with our viewers. Check out our other videos with regards to different trims for these QX80s. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys and you guys found it very useful. God bless you.